to install this little carburetor jet, and they are 2 Allen type set screws. They're identical. One goes in this hole to hold the air tube in, and one goes in this hole right there. Now, for my gaskets, I use Gasola, especially in any part that has gasoline contact, or it's good. It's just good all around. So I do use Gasola on everything on a Maytag. The other alternative is Indian head shellac type glue. I mean, that's some good stuff, and you can still get it at the local parts store. But also this is the Loctite brand. You can get it in a number 1 and a number 2, a soft set and a hard set. It's that old brown. Everybody's got Permatex glue. The new branding is Loctite. So this Gasola is the thread, and this is all I'm going to say about Gasola from now on. Thread set, it's a soft set. This happens to be the blue label, and it is, if I may quote you just real quick right here, let's see. Use on ethanol blended fuels up to 20% ethanol. For greater than 20% ethanol blends, use E-Seal. It's just a different product in the same thing. But anyway, if you buy them, you should buy both of them. It's a good product. I don't own any stock in the company. I'm just telling you it's what I use. So, with that said, and we're going to pass on now. We're going to put this engine together. We're going to quit fooling around. And this is correct, I think. You may differ, and if you do, I'm on your side all the way. You put this right around yonder, being very careful not to get it close to that little gap right there. You do want to seal it all, except you do not want to get any in that little gap right there. When you install this in the engine, you do not want that little drain back, the little vent line right there. You do not want that to line up with your air tube or with a screw hole. So just put it anywhere out of that range, which would be like right there. So you want that right down yonder, level with the top of your engine block, right there. Take caution to remove any of the sealer that would get. Now this right here is one of them places, if you put silicone in there, you're going to have problems, because that stuff will swell up in the presence of gasoline. So I got that in yonder like that. Okay, here's the little set screw, and I, just as a general rule, see, I put some of that soft set right on yonder. You put that right up in there like that right there. That kind of keeps the threads from rusting, I think. You put that right up there like that, and you tighten her up about that much. Okay, we're good to go. We're finished with that. That's done. Remove any excess. And as you see, I didn't put enough on there or in the hole where that would push it down in and make an excessive amount. We've only got... That's the way you do that. The air tube, we will keep that to later. We'll talk about that. You see, I have primered this so that it would be ready when we get ready to use it. Now, when I install this, it goes right in yonder like that. It's going to be a little tight with the primer on it. So what I'll do, I'll put that in there to where it bottoms out in there. And even go to the point to make a small line on it, little reference, take it back out. I will remove that primer completely around that, and I think it'll go in a little bit further. But when I install this, you definitely need to put some sealer around this thing here. If not, it will suck air around that, because most of these right here are, when you tighten up that right there, you want to get it tight, but I have took these apart and that be pushed halfway in. At that point, that engine would suck air enough around this right here to where you would have to open the air valve. You'd have to close it actually a little more to make it have more suction to get any fuel up from the gas tank. You do want to apply sealer to this. Now we'll do adjustment on this later, and you do need sealer in that area. 2-cycle engines are not forgiving of an air leak. It has to be airtight. The gaskets, one goes there, one goes up there. And these flange, these castings, some of them will be thinner in this area around the hole, and that's normal for a casting. That's normal. And I do like, especially on a screw thread that's been rusted, I like to put a little sealer on that thread there. If you're following in the mechanics trade book, it does recommend that you use new lock washers.